A great day, a new day, a great moment for us again to connect once more for a new topic. I'm excited to introduce a new topic about modern bedroom interior concepts. I want us to design a new bedroom, and this will involve a few customized objects which you do right here as you watch me do the whole thing. Welcome, this is Daniel. Keep still, watch, practice with me. Thank you. Our bedroom will have a modern concept and want us to work on a space of 4 meters by 3500. For starters, I like starting by setting up of some of the things that we need. For one, we need walls. So we need to upload our catalog of items that we'll be using. So let's start with the wall. Come to composites. Our wall will be an interior wall. You can choose any of these. Let me choose brick single plastered and then click on new, give it a name. Let's say bedroom wall 200 mm. Click OK. Then under the edit skin and line structure, as usual, we'll have wall is 200, and then we can delete the unnecessaries. You can remove this skin. Then you're left with this. Then from here you can standardize the line pen. I like working with black, 4 of them. This is it, black. And then you can define this, whether to use it with a wall, the slab, the roof, and the shell. And for me, I'm using it with the wall. So click OK. We need to bring in our catalog of objects. Go to File, Library Manager, Add here. For me, it goes straight to where I keep my objects. So I'll pick on 3D Max and also pick on the downloaded. Click, then Add. It takes seconds. That's okay, it's done. Let's go to the real construction. Go to the wall, make sure to choose the second one, the generic wall, and pick on our interior wall, which is the bedroom wall. So we've talked of the width is 3500 and a length of 4000. According to my concept, I would wish this wall, which I'll show using an arrow, this wall will be made of glass and it will be looking towards the balcony. So I would have a door here to go to the balcony, and then I can have the other door that enters into this bedroom from the other space to be on the left side. Let's do first the doors. Get the door. Let's have this one first. And always have a bigger door because of the items that will be coming here, and align it nicely. Control D for move. You can use a pick parameter. Come here and also have another door here. But in most cases, a door that leads to the balcony needs to be sliding. So I'll use a sliding door. Come here and go to door settings. Pick on sliding doors, and you can choose the exterior sliding. Now choose the size. You can make a big one, 1500, and click. There you have it. But you can see how it's opening. You need to mirror, Control M, and that's a perfect way of how the door should be. Good, that's it. And then the wall, you can have the glass. So I'll use a window. Let's see the size that we have. Hitting on M, and you can see we have 2500. And most of our glasses are 4 feet in width. So you try to think how many glasses can fit here. If you have 2500, to fit them equally, you need about 800 and something. So those are 3 divisions. We go to our window, click on the window, settings, and we are back to HV grid. And then use a window that has no nurions, that is one that is not divided. Vertically, we need only one, and horizontally, we need 3 divisions. And then you can decide on the thickness of your material. Most of our metal, which can be aluminium, it's about 50 mm. Therefore, let's see other settings that we can fit here. The frame outside, I would want it white. Look for glossy white. Glossy white. Grass can be plain because there will be curtains. Click OK. Come here and then you set it out. Make sure you increase the size of the window to fit the whole wall. Let's check our 3D. That's it. Now there's something we need to determine: the height of our windows as compared to the height of our walls. And I would like our walls to be 3 meters. So make sure you have 3 meters here, which is okay. That's it. Let our windows go to a height of 2.4. And I want to leave a 200 mm below, and then it can start there. So we come here, we'll have a 200 for the masonry, and then 2400 minus 200 gives me 2200. That's it. That's a good start to our work. Let's check our door. Click on the door. Let's maintain the same height. It starts at 0, ends up at 2400. That's it. Now let's bring in some of the things that we may need. We need a bed. I'll go to my file. Normally keep them at 3ds. Let me go to the beds and choose one of the beds that looks good. I love the bed baker. This is the height from the ground, which is 0. Click OK. Let's put our bed. There you are. I feel like we need to increase our room a bit. Let's increase by a meter. Let's make this room very comfortable. And let's add a meter on this other side. And this is perfect. Join. And then you can join this up. This is good enough. Now also drag the window to go to the end. And then you can have your bed right here in the mid, like that. Then we need to bring the curtains, window finishes. I like these curtains. Click OK. Control L for rotate. Then you can bring them there. So let me design the front part. I want the front part to be made of a niche. A niche is an opening in a wall so that you can either have it backlit, and also it's usable for putting our decorations. You can also put your certificates within that space. You can also put your good ornamental pictures within that space. Normally we get it from the window. Come to window. It's under building structures and pick on the wall niche. I want it to start a height of 1200 and to take the same level as our window and our doors. Another 1200, and then it can be almost the same width as the bed, which is 5 foot. So let me put it at 1500. Click OK. Let's save our work. It's important, very, very important. We save it under PRN. I'm saving it as a desktop. Bedroom. Okay, that's good. And then I need to do the struts at the front. The struts will be coming from the ground to the ceiling level, and they'll be made of wood. So come here, go to the slab. I want to use wood that is 6 by 2. 6 by 2 in terms of millimeter, that's about 150 by 50. So I'll start with 50 and then 150. That's it. Then go to the settings to make sure the height is okay. Use this one. We're talking of a height of 2400 and 2400. Enter. And then you can align them here. Let's do the first one against that wall. And then we determine how many of these do we need here with the spacing. I need to space each by at least 100. So the question that we need to ask ourselves, what is the length of the strut and the space? It's 150. So you need to highlight your strut, Control U, and then go to drag, increment, can even say spread, and you're spreading by 150. Just select this one, move until you get to the end. Let's get there. So come here, check out your work, and you can see for yourselves. This is what we have. The height should go all the way to the top. Settings. Let's take them to the top. That's 3 meters. And let me use for the time being wood pine. Yes, that's it. For this other side, I want also to do the struts, but again, I want this space to act as a storage area. So I want to do about 800 from the ground. Copy, Control D, copy, do a copy there, go to settings. Our object is 3000 minus the 800, so we need 2200 here. Enter. Then Control U so that you can get copies. The spacing remains the same. Click OK. And then you can drag. Let's check it out. Perfect. Then now we need to bring in the bedside cabinets. You can highlight on these and then go to settings, and then let's pick this. Click OK. This one here and the other one on this other side. Push the bed a bit to the front. That's fine. The other thing that we need to bring in is the wall picture. Go to decoration, picture. Our wall niche we did at 1200, so I can do it 1300. What height do I need for this picture? Let's do about 900. I want a big picture, and this way we can do 1300. So come here, then put your picture so that it almost fills the whole of our niche. Okay, and see what we have. Can see what we have here. Let me do some paint so that you can see the niche nicely. Go to model, click. For the time you can do with the stucco, and that's our picture there. The other thing that we need for a bedroom are the wardrobes. I was thinking that we create our own wardrobe, so we need to determine exactly where we need our wardrobe, and I want it on this side, so I can use line work to mark out the areas. Normally the wardrobes are 600 in width, and then you can bring this all the way here so that defines our wardrobe. That's about 2.6 meters, made of drawers. The mid part to be made of doors and the top part to be for storage. Therefore, come here. You need to set up another wall. Come here to composites. You can duplicate from this. New. Our wood is 25 mm. Click OK. Make sure this is 12 mm. You can now do different colors. Let's change this to light gray. That's number 81. 81. Before we proceed, we need to insert all of this by 30 so that you can get space for skirting. Click on this node, go to offset edges, control to make a copy, and make sure we do 30. Go to our wall, pick on the 25 mm, go to the settings, and make sure that you set the height to 80. You only need a skirting of 80. Click OK. Therefore, come here, use the continuous wall, set there, and set there, and that's it. Then we need to put the first horizontal base. Remember, we need the height of 80 mm plus the base, which is 25, so that's 105. And the height of the wood is 25. We will change the wood later. Let me go by that one. Sorry. Oak. Okay. And then lay it over our skirting. When you're drawing, it's always good to keep checking what you're doing. And so far you can see for yourselves, this is what you made, the base. We need to proceed and put the other pieces of wood, the uprights. I need to make a small change to our first wall, the bedroom. I need to include use width. We go back to our wall. Make sure you are under bedroom wall 25 mm. Go to settings. Now, our wall will start from where the first horizontal base was put, that is 80 plus 25, which makes 105. And I want us to go to a height of 2700, which will be where our ceiling will come down to. So the height of our wall should be 2700 minus 105, which gives us 2595. So click OK. Then you can have your wall here. That's the first one. Then you can have the other one. Keep checking of your progress. Let me put the wood here. I need now to put the divisions, the other horizontal divisions. We need to ask ourselves, how many horizontal divisions do we have? We have the first horizontal division that marks the drawers, then the middle doors, and then the upper part for storage. So in total, I'm looking at 4 of them. So I need 3 extra. Click on this, Control U, go to Elevate, increment, I need 3, click OK, then just hold on one of these and just choose like that. We just align right now. All we need is to go to section, that's under viewpoint section, come here and then select your section, open current settings. This is already defined. This can go to the top. Okay, that can go to the top. Then, now we need to ask ourselves, where do we have the next level of the horizontal wood? I want each shelf to have a height of 200. So come here, can even take measurements. Let's say our first is 200, and then another 200. And last three, I need 3 shelves, 200. That's 600. And in between, just a spacing of about 10. So how many spaces? We have one, two, 3 spaces. That's another, let's say 20. So drag this one, Control D, and bring it here. And then the other shelf should be at the height of the door. The other height should be at there. So all we are left with is to fill these spaces with doors and drawers. Now I'll use the profiler to create the doors as well as the drawers. Let me start with the drawers. Go to the profiler, create new, and I want to create this under generic, and create my file there. Call it bedroom. Okay, and therefore, and create what we call the drawer profile. Okay, click on edit, delete everything. You have to draw from this point. So we said our height is 200. Our wood is, I'm using the 25. Create. I don't want my drawers to have any handles. I want to customize them to just be a groove at the top so that you just hold from the groove. I'll use Rhinework to create that groove. So from the center here, or just some part from the center, I'll create something like this. This is what I'll create. So finally, I'll be having this groove where you can put your hand and drag your drawer. I want this part to be made of metal. So I can just separate here. The top part to be made of metal, while the lower part to be made of wood. I would also want a few designs on the face of the drawer, just a few depressions. I'll go to the line, use the rectangle, just create this small depression here. We just need 2, and the other one can be that one, and this one. Let me drag it a bit. Yeah, those are good positions. Let me do it some place near the center, and they be together. That's good. Now do the fill. Just click on this one. You'll have 2 kinds of fields. One will represent the metal, and the other one will be wood. So select the one for wood. Go to settings. I want to do a different generic. Let me use dimmer. And then this can be remain as it is. So select this, come to override surfaces, click on that, click on this, click on wood, oak right, that is done. Pick on the metal part, override surfaces, and then choose metal. I would want metal iron, and then click save. And that's it. Come to before I saved, I should have checked what we want to use it with. So again, go to draw a profile. I want to use edit. I'd like to use this with the beam. Let me remove the wall and then click save. It's already done. Go to our beam. Go to our beam. Draw this part. Go to the complex profile. choose the draw profile. Then before we put, let's check out our building section. Okay, we needed to have also the mid partition here. So check out the mid, pick your line. The middle is here. What you need is to select this side, Control D, Control, then you can drag a copy. Yes, you can drag a copy there. That will be made of drawers. So we need to determine how big our drawers should be. They should be 1278. Just write that down somewhere, 1278. Go back to the ground floor. Pick your beam, have the draw profile, go to the settings, home story, make sure it's ground floor. And remember, we are starting from 105. That is the 80 for the skirting and the 25 for the base. So 105, click OK. And then you just drag 1278. Enter. Come here and drag this. We have this. And then we can check it out to see whether you're okay. And there's our drawer. You can see it. Now go back to the building section. We've already pressed our first one. There it is. Just drag a copy there. Give it a spacing of 5 mm. 5. Then drag the other one. Give it a space of 5. But that gives us more space up here. You can drag this one down. That's it. Then drag all of this as a copy to the other side. Let's go back to our ground floor and check our marquee. Those are drawers. Now we do the doors. Go back to the building section. Let's check the height of our doors. I'm using M for measurement. That's coming to 1492. Let's leave 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom, that's 10. So our door height should be 1482 by, we saw that the width is 1279. So divide by 2 because we need 2 doors. And that gives us about 639. And let's make it 635. 1482 by 635. Again, let me do the profile for the door. Come to here. You can even do new, but you're putting it under a folder called bedroom. Call this door. We've talked of a height of 1482 enter, and we have 25 as the depth of our cabinet. And then we can have again some designs on top. We can decide to have the same design for opening at the bottom instead of going to the top. So again, I'll draw at the bottom similar design. And subdivide here. So delete this and that. And then some more designs in the middle here. Again, 2 lines. That one. 2 lines that are close to each other. Don't be too careful about where they are. Okay, again, do a fill. That's the first fill. The second one, this should be different. Let's do one for timber. So click on this, go to core, select wood, wood oak, select this one, go to core, select metal, metal, metal iron, and then save, remove, okay. Come to the beam, go to custom profiles, and here we have our door. Again, just draw one here. We need 635. That's it. Just bring it here. And check our section. I want these to be in white. So let's check out the materials. And just to paint gross white. Therefore, drag this up and offset by just 5. That doesn't touch the top. The base is okay. Again, draw another copy down here. Like that. Select this. Drag copies. Let's go to the ground. Let's check out what we have so far. Guys, this is beautiful. The top part, it's not necessary that we fill up with the doors because it's for storage. And just leave it the way it is. That is done. Then let's do our window here. It's 3500. So select this, check the length. 35. Need to offset by 200. That's 3700. Let it start from 0. This is just 100. And the height will go up to 25. Let's check this one out. You see, need to raise it up a bit. Let's go to 2600. Let me reduce the length to reduce to 35. Yeah, that's good. Now let's do the cabinet for this other side. It's just a simple one. Sorry, I don't need didn't even need this one. So again, using line work, click on this. I want this cabinet to be 100 by 350. The storage unit, just 2 shelves. I'll draw using line work of 100. We talked to a height of 800, and from the ground I want to offset by 200, and the cabinet to be 400. So let this be 400, like that. And then to have a division in the mid on one side, and another one on this other side. Therefore, again, I'll use, here we do use slab. We need to ask ourselves, what is the depth? Our depth is 350. The time being we're using wood oak. Click OK. Once you draw this, you need to offset by the width of wood, which happens to be 25. So again, offset is control by 25. This also by 25. This one can move fast 12 on this side. The ArchiCAD does not support points, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So that's our cabinet. Go to the slab. Our depth is 350 and this is the wood. Click OK. And then draw your cabinet. Highlight the slab, click on slab, and then hold your spacebar. Click, click, click. And there you got your cabinet. Select this. Show in marquee. This is it. Select it. Then come to this part, always goes away. Window. I need the parrots, I need the navigator. Go to the settings, projection, perspective. Now ask yourself, from what view have you drawn your cabinet? Mine is from the side view, and this is it. Side view. Make sure that you turn the camera until you get to angle 180, axis 1000. Click OK. Here you have our cabinet. Go to File, go to Save, Object, and whatever you're creating is called a GSM object. You can say this as side storage. Click Save, click OK. Go to the ground floor, go to Objects, and there you have our object. Click, and then drag this to a spot here. And then make sure it's offset from the ground by 200. You can have a look. Yes, there you have it. This is the walkway. Not much can be done here unless we do a small seat at the back. One is a chair. Let's do this. The back seat. Click and have it at the back here. The height and check for the settings should be at 0 level. Keep saving all the time. And then at the back here, we can have one large mirror. So let me go to objects, go to ArchiCAD, that's under decorations, go to the mirror. I like working with the rectangular. Go to the mirror settings. I want this to start at a height of 400, and the width can have a mirror that is 1500, and the height of up to where the windows are. So 400, that's 2 meters. You need to mirror first. This point determines the back of an item. So whenever you see it, no, that's the back. Just bring it here. Let's see what else we can bring before you do the ceiling. I need flowers in our bedroom. That's under my items called decor. Here they are. Can do one here. Can do one there. And then we'll think of something else as we go along. Now let's do the ceiling. Now, like I've already said, I like working with the Rhino. So I've done the lines that define my space. Now I need an overhead above the bed. So I'll just come here, create an overhead that's the overhead that I want. Okay, and then let me remove the lines and take them outside. Control lines, Control A, Control D. Good, those are my lines. Where I have the bed, that's where I want to create a bulkhead, but it will also be made of wood inset into the bulkhead. And then the other ones will just be small pockets of depression of insets for writing. So let me create the space. This is it. And I also need to consider the other designs at the back also. So let me continue making more divisions here. That's it. And then, so in terms of design, this part will have its own height. This part will have its own height. Let me remove this now. This part will have its own height, and this can also accommodate its own height. So let's do it. Go to the slab. I want the height of this to go to the maximum, up to the height that we agreed our cabinets will fill. That is up to 2700. So that means I'll have to drop from the concrete ceiling with 300. That means my final height should be 2700. So we are talking of 3000, and this one will be 300. Fill it like that. Can expand B so that you can see. Okay, this is it. This should be higher a bit by 100, so that makes it 2800. Then go to the slab. So remove 200. Click on this. You can see for yourselves is what we are creating. And then this one will have this part as 100 from the top and have some elements now going below that will be made of wood. So again, go to slab. Let's make this 100. Click. Let's see what we have. You see, we have 3 levels in our ceiling. After we are done with this, I want the mid part of this Let me first offset each line about 400 on either side. 400 and on either side. 400. This mid part to have the same height as this one, as this part. So what you need to do is click on pick parameter, click on this, and then just click on this. Let's check it out as we watch. Yeah, that's fine. And then out of this, I want to make some placement for wood inset. So just come here and create the wood insets. Press. I want each wood to be 1 meter by 150. 150, and then we can have like 4 pieces. Control U, go to drag, distribute 3 copies. Then need something like that. And then you go to settings. Remember, this one has dropped by 200. I want our wood to drop by 100. That makes it up to 2700. So come here. So we can talk of 300 here. And this will be wood. Click on this, on this, on this, and this. And then look for the center of that space. The center is from here. We're talking of from here up to here. That's the center. Select this, 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 and this, and move them to the center. Let's view what we have. Sorry, should have gone by 300. And this was to remain at 200. My mistake. Perfect. That's what I intended to have. Exact. That's fine. Now, let's do the writing. I like doing the writing when I'm still here. So just go to design, lamp, go to settings, pick on interior arms, go to recessed, go to the settings, make this one about 8. Need them in white, right? And then the distance doesn't matter, we'll fix it from there. Then the contour pen we can do blue so that we can see it. Click OK. Let's put one here, that level, one here, one on that, and that's it. That's enough. Good. Now I need to arrange them nicely. I always like looking for the centers. This is the center line. Offset this by 600, and then we get copies. Control U. Let's get 2 copies. That's fine. This part just needs 1 only. 1 but big. And always get the center of this part by getting the diagonal like that. And then just look for the center. That's it. Increase the size of our light. Make this 200, the big one. 200, that's fine. Click OK. This is a downright. These are spotlights. I also need spotlights for this wooden part. Get the diagonal, select, get the center, select the line on the right, Control D, Control, so that we can move copies. That's enough, right, for this space. Now marquee all of this. Go to line, Control A, remove all the lines, control everything, and then move it back to our drawing. For purposes of these cabinets, let me just align this one with the cabinet. Yes, that's fine. And it's there. Now we are left with the floor. Come to the slab again. Our floor is 150. I want this 0. We'll do the textures later. Then you can have it there. You can have a sneak preview. Okay, let's add a few things. Need the table arms, side table arms. Click on this. Check for table arms, table. Let's choose this one. The right should be 8. And then the table should be about 400. We'll check it out. And reverse this, rotate, sorry. Let's check the cabinet is how high, 474. So our right should be 474. It's fine. As we go along, we'll think of what else to do. Let's prepare our materials now. The paints, come to surfaces. Let's do the paints first. You first select a paint and then change the settings. I like working from the basic, then we change to the other one, which is Innerwear. Let me choose this one and then rename. Call it bedroom main paint. Then from here you can choose how deep you want it or what other color that you want. I'm thinking this should be the main paint. I like gray a lot. I really like gray. They are very cool colors. So go for the right gray. That's it. You can also change on the specular, not shiny. You don't want a very shiny paint. Then go to basic, Cineware, match settings, update Cineware settings from basic. Now from here choose uncheck reflectancy and diffusion. Otherwise you will get a different result altogether. Enter. Go to this area again. You can use our bedroom as the sample for the other paint. New, highlight paint, highlight paint. Now this one I can do a bold paint. I don't mind doing the oranges. Yes, very bold paint. I think I like this. Click OK. Again, the settings are okay. Come here, Cineware, select everything, but may match. Yeah, select reflectancy and diffusion. Click OK. Let's do wood for our cabinets. Go to wood oak, new, bedroom, wood, enter. Make sure you are on basic. Come to texture, click on this, add, takes you to where you have your wood. I am preferring to work with this wood. Click OK. Click OK. The size is OK. Change to scenery. Make sure that you match. Again, always check. Bump is OK, frequency no, and diffusion no. Enter. Then we do our floorboard. Click on floorboard. Select bedroom. Click basic. Select here. Let's check on floorboards. Let's do this type of wood. Something unique. Click OK. Old type of wood. Go to scenario. Go to update. Again, remember to remove on frequency and diffusion. Enter. And lastly, I need to do fabrics. Click on fabric. Textiles. Choose the first textile. Rename cutting fabric 1. Enter. Click on basic. Go to settings for choosing. Click add fabrics. I'm hoping I do have all fabrics are here, though not many. Can do this. Click OK. Let's add the size here to 2000 by 2000 and go to scenery, update, check on move diffusion, enter. Let's do one for the bed. On this, let's duplicate this. Cutting bed fabric. Click. Make sure go to the basic. Go open here. Add. Let's do this for the bed. Click OK. 2000. Change to scenario. Update. Remove this. Enter. Let me do another one for the bed. And that's okay. Click OK. Basic. Choose. Add. Let me do green. Enter. That's okay. Go to scenario. Update. Diffuse. Enter. Let's marquee. Do the changes to the textures. Our main walls are these ones. So I'll pick on this, and then go to the settings. Let's do paint, bedroom, main paint. That's sorted. Click on this. This is the highlight wall. We choose paint, bedroom. That's it. But for a niche, we can do white to make it outstanding. Select the niche, custom settings, sources. No, we choose on. Then this choose on. I need it in white, titanium white. Let's change the floor. Let's do, should be under floorboard. Okay, we change for the bed. Go to the settings, wood. Let's do the wood that we've done, bedroom wood. Then let's do mattress. Let's do bed, that should be under bed fabric. Bed fabric, pillow finish. Let's do red one. Still fine. We need to reduce the texture size for the green fabric. So go back here, choose the bed one. We need to click on the size. Let's do 1000. And then, okay. Okay, let's do this one. Wood finish. We do our own wood. Fabric. Can do the flowered one. This one. That's the cushion. Let's pick the first one. Click OK. And that's okay. You go to this one. Wood finish. We pick our first wood. That is done. Alright. Materials. Check from here. Stainless steel. Okay, that's fine. And the last thing I have not changed the ceiling. Let's go to the ceiling. All of it should be white. This part, this part, and this part should all be white. Titanium paint. The mid part can decide to go for a lighter version of the highlight paint. Let's do the bedroom paint. Okay. All our wood should be made of our wood, the wood that you made. Select bedroom wood. Now we do the cuttings. Cuttings, check. Go for the cutting material. Then for this door, we change the material to aluminium, white aluminium. Go to model. Paint white grass white. This was another place to check. I always check here. It's okay. That's it. The last thing we need is some right above our picture, and change the picture as well. Let's do some right. Always save, don't forget. I need now to put some right above the niche. So let me go to design, lamp. I'm gonna pick to yes, right. Go to settings. Let me pick on this one and give it some nice intensity. And then our height is up to 2400. I can do it 2300. And then we can decide on the color pen. Let's do the red one. It's more visible. Click OK. And then drop your right here. Then change the picture. Let's change the picture for our wall picture. Custom picture. Let's check for lion. Might have that one. Yeah, it is. Click OK. I didn't change this wall. Need to put the right color for this. Paint. Bedroom paint. And then for my flowers, can change colors. I like using very colorful leaf materials just to make it beautiful. Do green if one, and do that one. I think that's it. We needed a TV here. Let's reduce the glass. Then you can have our TV. Oven creation. Watch TV. This one will be wall mounted. Go to the settings here. Need to do it at a level of 1400. And the TV size. Let's increase the diagonal dimension to about 1300. Let's see the picture. Menu. So let's check on. Here is menu. Click OK. Mirror. No, design work is about changing. Now let's do this. Let's change this mirror to go across like this, but it should be low. So select, okay, shouldn't have the mirror going all the way up. Yes, like this. Just have this, change the height. Let's do like 900. Yes, up to that level. Let me stretch it all the way for the whole space. Up to there. Yeah, because we don't want the mirror to be banged. Then you can center this a bit. Then we forgot to do the skirting. Let's go to the beam. Let us do the profile for the skirting. Click on this. Click on generic. I want a new one, generic. Cutting. Design work takes time, but you have to be patient. So click on this. Click OK. Create this. Pick your line. 25, 100. Make sure this part is chamfer. Let's do 10. Then add. Then select this one. Override surfaces. Go to wood. I want to use the floor. Save. Click. Let's now do the skirting. Just pick on your beam. Check it out here. Skirting is here. Then you can have it. You should start from this other side. Skirting. Let's also do the profile for the cornice. And that will be the end of this work. Then we do the render. Generic bedroom cornice. Click OK. I want under beam. Click on this. I want it 80 by 100. Something simple. Just drag this like this. Create have your fill. Select your fill. Let's do a colored one. This time let's do a colored one. Let's do paint. Let's do that color. Click save. Then go down here. Pick on your beam. And the final height is about 27. So let's pick on cornice. Go to settings. And let's do a height of 2700. We'll fix it later. Start from this corner. Select. That one is up to that level. Let's just put up to there. And this one up to there. Let's see how this one looks. whether they're in the right place. Right click, open view current. This is in the right place. And that one should be, that's in the right place. It's 27, so should go down. Say 2650. Let's check it out. Let's go down until 2600 because it's 100. Perfect. That has already been obtained. Let's do some more right above the TV. The same as we did on this other side. Great. Now let's do the generating and then we'll do the rendering. Generating is, let's put it at 2000. Come here. This has the highest amount. Let's do that too. Let's check on the pen color. Do that. Do that. And then just press 1 and 2. And then let's do the sunlight. That comes the last, sunlight. The sun object. Can reduce this to 24. Let's check the settings. Control pen change. Caustics. Make sure this one is selected. And that's okay. Then, sorry, we need to check on something important here. Set sun position manually. Let's give this an angle of 26. We check where it will land us. One last item. I'm remembering them as I go along. I need to put a carpet. Just go to decoration. Pick on carpet. This one just put 1 or just 10 because we don't want to put it at 0, which is ground floor. So just do, and the size is, that's okay. Small carpet for each person. This is for this user. And another one for this user. And we are good. Now let's put the cameras. I like doing mine at 1700. 1700. What settings is okay. Just do the first camera. I'd like to check on this side, and this side. And before you can check using the camera, you need to marquee everything. Marquee everything. Make sure we return back our navigator. And then just pick on one of the cameras. There we are. Now go to render settings. Click on the size first. Disable this. I like working with 1200 by 1000. Go to settings. Indoor, medium, physical. Render is standard. Render settings. We need illumination and ramps. This one increased to 110. These I like working with 90. The other things are okay. And click your render. This may take some time, so we'll allow these to render first, then I'll come back once it's done. Rendering still going on, and I'm happy with the progress. Our renders are now done. Let's check them out. This is as per the cameras that we had. This is the first lender. That's the second one. And that's the third one. Looking very beautiful. Now, let's go to post-production and then we finish from there. Let's open up your Lightroom. Go to File, Import. We go to the desktop, and then check all of them. Import. This is one of the best softwares for editing. So select on one of the pictures, go to Develop. You need to check on the white balance. Just pick one area that is grayish and put them side to side so that you can see. Now the highlights, and check whether they are just reduce a bit. Shadows are okay. Maybe we can bring them down a bit. Whites, just hold your Alt, then drag your slider until you can't see anything on the screen. So there we are good. Same to blacks on the other side. When you see speckles coming up, reduce. Then texture, add a bit. Clarity, need to work on. Dehaze a bit. Don't like working on the vibrance. Then come to the curves. This one is for the shadows. The mid one is for the midtones. And this one is for the highlights. Just a bit. Just a bit. You can see the difference between the two, even by checking. Now go to sharpening. I like taking it to 71. Then Alt again and mask so that you can see areas that need to be masked. Sharpening. Reduce the noise. These ones are important when you have photos from a camera. And then you can introduce a bit of vignetting. That picture is already ready for exporting. Click on the second image, go through the same drill, then go to the last image. You can see the difference between the two. The image on the right is very sharp, unlike the other ones. And with that, we come to the end of our lesson. Thanks a lot, guys, for being with me. I appreciate. Hit that button below there, subscribe, share, and guys, support me. I appreciate. Give me ideas on what next I can be working on. I'm always ready to present something new. Thank you.